And hello, everyone, and welcome into the inaugural stream of Angel City Stories. I'm joined by these crazy motherfuckers, starting with Alex in the corner, who's playing Titus Towson, the gutter punk Eve, right above me, Joe, that way, who's playing Grifter / Muffins, Catassie, Cassie, who's playing Catassie, and the one, the only, the man, the myth, the legend, you know him, you love him, Bunny Boy.
That's me.
Yes, it is. Before we get into the game tonight, we have a couple of announcements and just some general housekeeping things. If you are new to the stream, if you've never heard of Identico before, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Drop us a follow here. Drop us a follow on our YouTube channel. !YouTube in the chat if you want to know where everything is. We will not be reading chat as we go along. We'll probably be kind of reacting in text in real time. But we'll be kind of performing and playing for you. But if you ever want to learn any more about the game, go to www.playidentico.com, where we've got the core rulebook, which is around here somewhere. I've got it memorized at this point. But we also have pins, which you can't see. There you can see. We have pins. We have stickers, all that good kind of stuff, including the logo for tonight's show, like that. Angel City Stars. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. Any of that stuff goes to support the show, and apparently we have all had technical difficulties tonight, so literally any cash that you can throw us tonight will go to all of us upgrading our computers so we can actually bring you a really good stream. Because I guess that's
First time I haven't had technical difficulties. First time.
See, you said it, and that means next week's show, you're gonna be the one on the horse this time.
Probably.
That's how it goes.
You're gonna tune in, and it's just gonna be flames on the camera.
Pretty much. If you are a returning player or know of anything for Identico, thank you so much. We also have our first full-length adventure called The City of Glass. It's live on DriveThru RPG. Search Identico. We've got all sorts of bundles and freebies and things like that for you there too. So go check that out. Drop us the follows here. We're actually trying to make affiliate on this channel, which would be fantastic. Drop us a follow on YouTube and subscribe from there, because we'll have a lot more content coming up there, including the 3 podcasts that we will be picking up from tonight. But I'll do a little bit of a recap for you if you were not here for the first couple ones. I think is that it? That's all. I think that's it for all of our announcements, right? I believe so.
Sounds right to me.
Yes. Cool. Very cool. Sorry for the late start on this one, but welcome back. So, okay, cool. So, we'll go ahead and bring it into tonight's episode. So if you have not listened to the 3 podcasts that we put out, we recorded a day somewhat like this, where we all sat around a table, and we recorded pre-COVID, where we could actually be in the same room with each other, and now we have to be very much separated. We edited that up into 3 episodes. It's available on our podcast link. Just search Identico wherever you can get podcasts. I promise you, it's everywhere under the sun. And it introduces you to every character except for Catassie, who we will meet a little bit later in the show. If you have not caught up with that, there are spoiler alerts, so go ahead and mute for just a second if you want to, or skip ahead. But we start in appropriately named Angel City, where Titus was given a job by a local fixer who needed him to steal some trucks that had supplies in them and drive them out to the middle of Colorado to a place called New Haven. What we found along the way is that the team was very successful at taking the trucks. They were not so very successful on transporting the trucks. Driving seems to be somewhat of an issue. However, they made it there. They are all safe and sound. And they made it to the underground mountain facility that is New Haven. And so for Catassie and those folks that are new to it, New Haven is one of the waste colonies. It is a massive, sprawling network of underground tunnels and mountains that was basically taken over from the Cheyenne nuclear bunker that is there outside of Colorado Springs. Since the time that it was created back in the 30s and 40s, the entire mountain has now been hollowed out. More tunnels have been drawn to other mountains in the same range. And now it's become this very bastion of hope out in the middle of the wastelands. And so this is where you all find yourselves now the next morning after dropping off 3 semi-trucks full of supplies. What would you like to do?
Stretch.
Stretch? Stretching is good. I like that.
Always important.
We're going hard at the beginning of it.
Oh, yeah.
I will remind you that Grifter wanted to purchase you some driving lessons from the local teachers for there.
Good.
Yep. We'll actually kind of start with Catassie here, because you are in one of the mainframe rooms in New Haven, doing just some basic maintenance and kind of like working through some of the pieces and parts. You have a couple of underlings that work for you there. And they've been just kind of helping you keep... It's not a ragtag facility per se. It's been built out. And under your tutelage, it's gotten better in terms of its computers and all of the networking equipment and things like that. But it's still not quite perfect. You could definitely stand to use a few 100,000 souls worth of equipment if you had your druthers. Let's put it that way. You have received word that the shipment had come in. None of your computers or any of the things that you had needed in that particular one were there. And so one of the things you wanted to do was try to have a chat with the main administrator for the compound, whose name is Leah. And so go ahead and tell me what you'd like to do.
I guess I am going to go in search of Leah so we can have a little chat about why my necessary items aren't showing up.
So you wind your way through several levels worth of mountains. And inside of the mountainous cave, the bottom levels are all obviously the largest and most built out. They are where most of the trucks and other like large equipment like ROVs and things like that are housed. But to keep the mountain from actually falling on top of itself, it's got bracing that goes across either sides of it and connects on either way. So it kind of creates these promenades that crisscross the inside of the mountain. And so as you do the usual elevator shuffle and go through, this beam, that beam, and things like that, you make your way to the main administrative area. And Leah is an older woman, not very tall, but stout. And she's got a little bit of a grandmotherly kind of vibe to her, but she rules with an iron fist. You don't cross her. Not quite Big Mama, but a little bit on that kind of side to it. She greets you very warmly as you come in. And the rest of the room as you kind of go in has nothing but monitors and map boards and all sorts of things that show the surrounding like Colorado Springs area that the main entrance to this facility houses with. And she kind of looks as you come in and she goes, yes, Catassie, thank you so much for coming. How's everything going?
Well, it would be going better if the items that I keep requesting would show up in the shipments that we're getting in. Do you have any idea what's going on with that?
From what I heard, we were lucky to get what we got this time.
Okay, so it's a supply chain issue, you're saying?
One could say that. This one came from Angel City. Not exactly the best crew, from what I've been told. But it got here in one piece, so we've got medical supplies now. So Dr. Flora she'll be happy at least.
Well, I can keep us up and running from a tech aspect for a couple more months, but we've got some mainframes that are about to crap out on us. If I don't get some replacement stuff, we are going to run into a really big problem in a really short amount of time.
Okay. I will see what we can do with that, love. For now, I have a bit of a request for you. I might have a way to get you some of the information that you need and some of the equipment that you need. How good are you on kind of getting the same group into ship shape?
I mean, I took the little tech folks they gave me and turned that into a usable team, so I would say I have some skills here.
Jacob isn't dead yet, so I imagine that you've taught him something, right? You know.
Yeah.
He's but a wee lad, as they might say.
Right, right.
She kind of tells you to hang tight. And Titus, you get a phone call or a text actually on your glow from your same contact saying that the head administrator actually would like to see you, and you are woken up pretty early in the morning the next day with this text.
I text back, call me when it's normal human hours.
As you slam the phone back down, it starts buzzing yet again. And
back up.
The text message basically kind of says, "No, you don't understand. You don't make the head administrator. You don't keep her waiting. Plain and simple."
I send back to the fixer, eat a eggplant emoji. Unless $$$ emojis.
Your contact writes back to you and goes, "What if I told you $$$$"?"
That's all I'm asking.
He writes back $2.
I type back $3.
He writes back $2 and then 0.5.
I type back, that's at least worth the conversation. Send me the level and area I'm going to.
Okay, he sends you just a basic kind of turn left at this outcropping and go up to level 4, take a left, those kinds of things.
I mean, do I need to make like a survival roll here to find the place, or
no? I mean, you could probably just
to get there.
You could probably just ask people. It's not, it's not unfriendly. This place,
Well, I'm presuming that they may be unfriendly to me if they ever find out who I was. So,
well, I mean, maybe don't tell them who you were.
So, all right. So I'll wander and very casually ask people. Mm-hmm. I will send a group text to the other folks that I came out to this lovely locale with, saying $, might have a job, ?
Yeah. Okay. You guys all get that same text emoji. How many of you are actually awake, though? I got a feeling that Bunny Boy is definitely not awake.
Not a chance.
Okay.
Never ever.
Yeah. Eve and Buddy Boy, are y'all in the same place? Did y'all get the same room, or are y'all still split up? Are y'all still putting on airs? I don't even know.
Probably. I think she's like my keeper.
I think he just follows me because I don't spend all of my money on video games and cereal.
Gotcha. There's no cereal here. Not the kind that you like, at least.
Gasp.
Yeah. It's kind of a luxury, kind of hard to come by. So, not quite the same thing.
Out of here.
I'll just respond with 3 gold bar emojis followed by an explosion emoji.
Does Grifter sleep?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Okay. Titus, you get to eventually to what it looks like, what kind of looks like the mountain version of like the Hoth command room.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
I gotcha.
It kind of looks like that.
Sure.
And you look around and nobody's paying attention to you whatsoever. You see well, Catassie, how would you could describe yourself?
I'm short-ish, humanoid. Dressed in all black usually, but very like bright hair.
Is it very bright pink like it is now?
Yep, but
Okay.
it changes frequently because Catassie does not have a great attention span.
Fair.
I'm not sure if anybody in this group actually has a great attention span. Maybe Titus.
So that's why. So that's who I see.
Yep.
Are you the one I'm looking for?
I glance over my shoulder and keep poking buttons and doing what I'm doing and say, I don't know, am I? What are you looking for?
I don't know. Somebody said they had a job and were going to pay me.
I'm not authorized to pay anybody.
At the word pay, an older woman turns around and goes, "Ah, good, the new blood. Ah, perfect. Rose tells me that while you were on your way, you encountered some bandits. Is that correct?
Yeah, couple.
A few. You dealt with them, I imagine, though, right?
You got your supplies, didn't you?
More or less, yes. Yeah, sure. We have a little bit of a situation that you might be able to help us with.
Sure.
We have a group of scouts that went out into the city about 2 days ago.
Which
They haven't
city?
checked in. And she points to the map board and she goes, what used to be Colorado Springs. It's just there on the other side of the mountain.
Okay.
In fact, there's a road that leads right down the mountain. If you keep going, you hit it. But it's
Okay.
kind of in ruins now. But
Sure.
we had them go down there. They do these patrols every once in a while. But they haven't come back. And that's unusual because usually they come back. So I need you and what I assume is a team, perhaps,
Such as it is.
fair enough, to go down there and try to get them back. I will give you souls, and I'll give you safe passage back to Angel City, with the caveat. And then she walks over to Catassie and places an old and kind of weathered hand, but very soft and gentle, on your shoulder and says, "You take her back with you."
To Angel City.
Correct. She has business there.
How many scouts?
It was 3.
3 scouts down in Colorado Springs.
Yep.
How long they been gone, you say?
About 2 days.
And when were they expected back?
Yesterday. Actually, last night. Which is why I've got you up at...
The ass
6
crack of
a.m.
dawn? Yeah, okay.
We wake up early here.
Yeah, well, whoever told you waking up early was something to aspire to was selling you something.
We're not like you city folk. We work
I'm
hard
not
here.
city folk.
She gives you just a disappointing and disapproving look. That's her
You're the first
disapproving
person-
look face.
You think you're the first person to look at me like that?
No, I feel sure your mother looked at you like that a lot.
Ooh, that's the way we're gonna go with this. All
Do you
right,
want
well,
money or not?
Yeah, I want the money. What's the pay?
5,000 apiece.
For each scout or each person in my team?
Yes. She smiles.
Fair enough. I need a third up front.
She looks over at Catassie, and Catassie, you know that you've handled the books for Lee for a good little bit, and she just kind of gives you a bit of a nod. You know how to move the books around for her pretty well. She kind of gives you a nod and allows you to get allows you to do a third up front.
Okay.
Do you have a account that we can put it in, or do you want it in hard currency or trade or?
Slot it to here, and I hold out my globe.
Okay. I'm assuming you still have your big tablet in hand and everything like that, Catassie, so you can pretty well, do what you do.
Yeah, it goes everyone with me.
Of course.
Yep.
A professional you are.
So she slots me how much?
What's a third of 3,500 or 35,000, I guess, whatever that is. Don't ask the GM to do math.
11,333.
There you go. That's how much.
Sure.
That's how much Catassie gives you.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, no, that's not quite 36. And it's
fine.
about 11,000.
It's fine.
So, let's see, 35,000 divided by 3. Okay. All right, fair enough. And I'll divide that by 4. Sure. Okay. So I send out another text after I look it over at Catassie. I go, "What's a good place to get breakfast around here?"
Catassie, you know there are 2 diners that are up on the 20th floor. They're like Waffle House, but just a touch grosser.
Wow.
But they make
What?
really good. They make really good eggs.
Well, my personal favorite couple of greasy spoons are up on floor 20. They are, the eggs are great. Everything else is edible.
Edible's a good
Fair
way to describe it, yes.
Okay, so I will send a text to Bunny Boy and Eve and Grifter saying, saying 2,917 souls waiting for you at this diner on level 20.
How much longer do y'all sleep in is the question. I know Grifter's awake, but Bunny Boy and Eve, how many hours later do you actually see the text?
Oof. You're kind of gonna have to default to Eve on that. She'll probably be waking Bunny Boy up.
I mean, I could just
Just
roll a
an
1d4
hour.
for it if you want me to. All right, so a couple hours later, you said?
Of course.
Okay.
There was no question.
Yeah.
No, that's fair.
Okay. Couple hours later, Eve, you probably see it first that there is a text from Titus that says, "This money, this area. Come join."
Let's go.
All right.
So I head
Grifter,
up
I'm
to the
assuming-
diner.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Grifter, you probably are already up there, I imagine.
Yeah, I would have gotten there and ordered just a giant plate of bacon and sausage patties, and then proceeded to make little sandwiches with the sausage patties as buns.
Fantastic.
I order a breakfast burrito and a Bloody Mary.
What is this? What is this fancy drink you were trying to order in the middle of?
It's a Bloody Mary. It's not that fancy.
It's made from V8.
No, you got vodka and tomato juice? I'll make it myself.
Look, it's
Like
worse
I
than
said,
a
it's
Waffle
not a Bloody
House.
Mary.
It's worse than a Waffle House. That's probably just going to be vodka and ketchup.
That's fine.
Or
Yeah.
some soup. Tomato soup.
Tomato
Yeah,
soup.
It's kind of like that. Yeah, it's kind of like that. And there's like a half decent like celery stalk kind of doing it. They were like somebody's ordering this fancy ass drink. They're trying to get one of those, so they scrounged around for that one pretty good.
So, when Grifter arrives, I slot him 2,917 souls from that payment I just got, and I go, "We got another job, and one where you'll probably be able to smash more things."
I hope there's more money coming because ammo's expensive.
That was like a third.
Okay. Who do you want me to blow up now?
We don't know yet.
Oh, that's the best kind. I can just shoot anybody.
Not anybody. Almost anybody.
Okay.
Like, don't shoot me.
They're called targets of opportunity and/or acceptable casualties, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
Catassie, you're listening to this whole thing go down too, right in front of you. This is a different type of group that you've ever worked with. You're not used to this type of talk at a table. It's a bit weird.
I start out laughing and then I figure out they're not joking.
A little while later, you see a very tall woman. I'm assuming she's got her baseball bat slung over her shoulder.
Yep, but I'm still wearing my pajamas.
And you're still wearing your pajamas.
Yes.
And a dude that is dressed in a very shiny jacket. With some very comfortable shoes still, I imagine. Very comfortable shoes, right? Very
I have a
comfortable
very
shoes.
important question for Bunny Boy.
Yeah, what's that?
Are your pajamas shiny too?
Oh, he would definitely have like some blinging pajama bottoms, but the thing is, they have to be comfortable. Otherwise,
Are we talking like 90s R&B video shiny?
Yeah.
Okay, because those are comfy.
There's
They're
no
very
limit.
flowy. Very flowy.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So
Go ahead.
Let's put it this way: I can walk around at night without any reflective vest on because of these pants.
Nice. Very nice.
Proceed.
Comfortable and safe. Very important, kids. So this is the group that sits down with you, Catassie.
So I give Bunny Boy and Eve their cut of the first bit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't work here. You don't have to tip me.
All right, stay with me.
What?
We're gonna go do some stuff,
can I have your celery?
and that's here you go.
What kind of shiny is this jacket? Sequins, metal threads woven in? Talk to me about this.
Bright.
I think he means holographic.
Like high vis.
Bright.
Yeah. It's I always imagine
Well-
if it's like one of the puffy ones, like I imagine it's kind of that shiny, right?
So are you?
Yes.
Shiny
you
like
asking-
fake silk stuff.
Are you asking me, Gator Pete, or is Catassie asking Bunny Boy this?
I am asking you, Gator Pete.
Oh, okay. It's like the iridescent reflective stuff.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
As Catassie, how close am I to Bunny Boy in this diner situation? Is he sitting near me?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm going to lean over and start doing this on his jacket arm.
Cool.
Just never seen a jacket like that before.
I know, isn't it nice? That does not fix him at
It's-
all. He's just like, yeah.
It's interesting.
Thank you. That's one of the nicest things anyone said to me. I like you.
Aww.
Lost
This
in
guy's
all
giving out
this.
money.
Lost in all this, by the way. Grifter, you have no idea where Blizz went last night.
That's just 100% normal for him.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like, I wake up in the morning, he's not there, and it's just, at this point, I just don't even notice it.
Yeah. No,
Like,
it's
yeah.
it's not there. None of his stuff is there. Not that he had a lot of stuff, really. Anyways, he left a puddle, as always.
Of course.
But that's about it. You haven't been able to find him so far this morning, so.
I assume he just found some kind of drugs and just got blitzed out of his mind and is like in a gutter somewhere. He'll come back eventually. He's like a dog that way.
I was gonna say Grifter. I mean, he's kind of like VD, right? Like he just kind of comes back.
Can we explain Blizz briefly for those who are not familiar?
I have a confusion.
You really don't want to know.
Griff has a Rav, right? What is Blizz? Why are there puddles?
You don't want to know.
I have a confusion.
Just be happy that he's not here because you can enjoy your breakfast without like unwashed man stank wafting all over the restaurant.
Yeah.
He was in the truck with
Yeah.
me. Can't confirm.
I no
Very
longer
smelly.
want to know anything about the puddles.
You don't.
Curiosity sated.
Yeah.
Let's just say he hasn't washed his kilt in so long. I think it's stiff enough to be more protection than his actual vest is.
Didn't he say he preferred that?
Yeah.
He did say he washed it after it rained.
Yeah.
No,
I thought
he
he
said
said
that
that
the
the rain
rain
washed
is what
it.
washed it.
Oh, my mistake.
Yeah. It be like
That is
that.
not the utility that your utility kilt is supposed to have, my friend.
Well, I'm gonna finish breakfast,
Okay.
and then I will say to Bunny Boy and Eve and Grifter, looks like we got to go find some missing New Haven scouts in the town around the corner. Last time I checked, that town was basically, a glorified hole in the ground, literally. So this should be fun.
How are people going missing over there?
That's a very good question, and we're gonna see what we can find out before we go visit the hole in the ground. But,
Yeah.
that's what they're paying us for. Find their 3 missing scouts.
So
Kill the hobbitses. Yes.
Catassie.
No. We're not
you
supposed
know-
to kill the scouts. We gotta bring them back here.
No. Okay.
Grifter
What if they die?
looks vaguely disappointed.
Grifter, you can kill anyone who might be holding the scouts hostage and or trying to hurt the scouts. Or anyone who gets in our way.
That's a broad category.
Exactly.
All right.
I think he's trying to promise you a good time.
Pretty much.
Catassie, you happen to know a lot about Colorado Springs, or the former city of, that everything is out there. It's a bit of a bandit haven at this point. Most of the people, once the bombs dropped and everything that produced the scar, most people came and fled directly to what has become New Haven. What is left in the city is essentially bandits, smaller exiles, and other little pockets of humanity that are using what buildings and things like that are left. It becomes kind of an overnight campsite for nomad tribes as well, as they're kind of like going through. Those folks that are coming to and from the Scar but don't want to deal with New Haven politics often will kind of set up and fortify a little camp there before they move on. It's not the kind of place you want to be caught at overnight unless you have a lot of armed people with you. So it's not necessarily surprising that scouts have gone missing. It's not the first time that that's happened either. But it's interesting that this group went, because it's one of the better groups that have been patrolling for a few years now. But, as it is out in the wastes, you can have one bad night and shit goes up. I'm going
Well,
to
I guess
assume
we
that
should probably-
relays all of that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know these scouts, and these aren't scouts that would just get themselves into trouble out of nowhere. They know what they're doing. So, if you guys have weapons, I think we should take them, because I suspect they probably ran into trouble.
Oh, we have weapons.
Yo, I just want to drive.
I am keeping several eyes on you.
That would
Specific.
be
How many ice do you
why,
have?
because I have many barrels.
Before you depart New Haven for this, you guys got paid at the end of the last episode. You are welcome to partake in anything in New Haven before you go. You have a few dollars. Catassie, if you have any equipment that you would like to muster up and bring, I kind of would suggest that you do that little bit now before you get on the road.
Well, obviously, I need grenades.
Okay. All right.
That's very obvious.
I mean, I don't know why I think I need grenades, but I probably need grenades.
Okay.
New Haven is in Damascus, right?
No.
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 Damascus
Okay.
is north. New Haven
Am
is
I-
in Colorado.
Am I familiar with New Haven?
Not really. You didn't come through here too much. It's a popular stop for a lot of people going back and forth. And so there's, just as you all came in and found a hotel room, essentially, a lot of people do that. It's a very safe place to be inside of that. There's just some heavy taxes and penalties and things like that you pay to come through. Because they got to find money to make this thing work. So you pay a tax to come through, but you also get protected by a giant mountain. So,
Is this a type of place that I could freely purchase some upgraded armor for muffins, or is that illegal here as well?
No, it is not illegal here. You happen to realize when you were coming through, there's a lot of chop shops and things downstairs. It's almost like they pride themselves a little bit in their ability to do some of the more fancier modifications. Bunny Boy, you definitely caught you definitely copped a view or two.
Uh-huh.
So I would spend some of my time trying to find someone who could do some armor upgrades for Muffin, if possible.
Okay. Roll me. I mean, you could pretty well find it if you walk around the downstairs. But what kind of armor upgrades are you looking to do?
I'd like to do just full body, just give her a couple more points. I'm currently at 25 points of armor
Mm-hmm.
in most places. And I'd really like to upgrade that to 35, 40 if possible.
Roll charisma or persuasion for me.
Also, keep in mind, I imagine if these scouts are missing, we should probably not waste too much time.
I mean, you're the one trying to find grenades.
I figured it wouldn't be that hard for me to find a place with grenades and ask a couple questions.
I'm
I mean,
guessing this isn't the
there's some
time for
gunsmiths here. Yeah.
Would you like some underworld rolls or investigation checks?
It's not really underworld. This is a pretty overworld kind of place. So, I would do more of like an investigation check. Let's see what you can find.
How does a 13 float your boat?
With that check, you can get 10 more armor everywhere. It'll cost you about 2,000 souls.
Okay, done.
Okay.
And I got me a 23 on investigation.
Okay. So, all of the gun shops that you're able to find, there are 3 in the main area around here. None of them have grenades.
You guys are no fun.
Well, they have donated what bit of explosive in terms of like tactical grenades and things like that to what amounts as the police force for New Haven. So some of the guard, the scouts, things like that. When these gun manufacturers are making things, they always kind of slough off a little bit and give back to New Haven.
Yeah, okay.
It'd be a little bit like that as a community.
Fine.
Now, you could always go ask the head administrator if she's willing to, part with a few.
I mean, I'll go ask, but the other thing I'm going to do is I was going to find where all the, basically all the transient population hangs out, bars, places like that, and see who's got the latest intel coming out of Colorado Springs.
What kind of bar are you looking for? Because there's a lot.
Oh, shady.
Oh, shady kind of bar? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
There's a few, but we'll say that you're going. It's early in the morning, so there's not a whole lot going on in the bar itself.
No, but the bartenders know everything.
The bartenders are there. They're cleaning glasses. You got a couple of drunks passed out.
Sure.
As well, because this is not exactly a place they just kick you out of. Because why?
No.
You know? You want to saddle up and get an ale, or what are you trying to do?
I mean, I'm just gonna have a shot of whiskey and ask some questions about what they hear is coming out of Colorado Springs right now.
Okay. Roll me a. You want to roll with persuasion, and subtract 5 souls. A $5 shot. Well drinks.
Okey-dokey. Let's go with a 15.
Okay. With a 15, you find a more portly kind of guy with a bit of a mustache. He calls himself O'Malley. And he got a big old gruff kind of voice, and he just kind of looks at you, and he was like, fuck that place. But what I will have heard, you see that guy over there? That guy's named Will.
Over there.
He's passed out. He just came from there. He looks spooked as fuck. But he's made it. He might know something.
Okey-doke. I imagine Will's probably drank his whole roll by now.
Oh God, yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna walk up.
He's snoring.
And I'm gonna. Well, first I'm gonna grab a shot of whiskey, and I'm gonna stick it right under his nose.
Trying to use it as some smelling salts, basically.
Yeah.
So he goes. What the fuck?
Little hair of the dog.
He kind of just looks at you like very suspiciously, kind of reaches out and puts his fingers around it and just gently places it on it and starts to like pull, see if you let go. You let go? Okay. And he just knocks it back without even taking his eyes off you and just sets it back down in front and just kind of looks at you and goes, I appreciate that. Don't know why you did that, but appreciate it.
Well, 2 reasons. My guess is you drank your roll already, and I need some information. So I think we could be of use to each other.
I don't know what you mean by drank a roll, but if you're saying I
your
had a good
bankroll's-
night last night, I said yeah.
And I think your bankroll's a little light.
My bankroll's always light, sir.
Rumor has it you just came out of Colorado Springs.
I might have ventured in there a little bit. Yeah, I was trying to make my way here.
Huh? And somebody said you were a little spooked by what you saw.
There's a lot of people down there right now.
Weird.
I mean, a lot. They don't
What
look real
for?
friendly either.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. What else can you tell me? Insignias? Any other information?
No, they look. They got some really hyped up cars and buggies and things like that, but like, they took a few people on the way. I kind of just made my way and tried to.
What do you mean
just,
took a few people?
They took 3 people, I think. I kind of
Okay.
tried to stay out of it because I ain't got no gun.
I pull out my glow and I kind of bring up a satellite of Colorado Springs. Whereabout were you when they took the 3 people? Ballpark.
He looks at your glow like it's the best technology he's ever seen in his life.
Yeah.
He's like, "What in the hell is that?
It's
Is that
fancy
a
whiz
picture
bang.
of where we at right now?
That's a picture of Colorado Springs.
Is that where we was at?
That's where you said you were at.
Oh shit." He looks down at it and he goes, "Sir, I don't know what this is, but I was in this general area," and he makes a very wide sweep. It doesn't
Hey,
help
a wide sweep is better than no sweep.
It's kind of like half the town as much you've got zoomed in on it.
Half is more than whole.
Okay.
Is less than whole. So I'm happy.
All right.
So I say, I appreciate the information there, sir. and I motion the bartender to bring him 2 more shots,
Okay.
and I pay the bartender for them,
Okay.
and I say, "Have a great day, Will."
Thank you, sir. I real appreciate that. Are you gonna go try to save them people?
I don't know yet. Adios.
Uh,
So I text Grifter with "sounds like target-rich environment," and then I text Bunny Boy, "sounds like we might rob some cars."
Yeah. That's all he sends back is just yeah.
He just gets like a party gif emote back.
Okay.
The shack. Shack with the
What time is it now, Mallow?
It's probably like 8 o'clock in the morning, basically. Not too early.
I send out a group text to everyone and say, "Should we leave around 3? Question mark? Question mark?"
Catassie, where are you at during this whole thing? What does your preparation look like?
Gathering my normal go bag supplies, the stuff I would normally get to go on an adventure, which is what I consider this at this point.
Okay. Eve and Bunny Boy. So you, as far as I know, that group text does not actually hit you, Catassie. Because as far as I know, you have not given Titus your number. So.
He gotta
Dang.
scoop them digis.
I ain't trying to send digits to nobody. This is next level information.
No.
Can I be the person who had the foresight to grab her number?
I mean, I feel like you would, actually.
Just gonna step out in the middle and scream like a bird until somebody shows up.
you just caw. Eve and Bunny Boy, what are you doing to prepare?
Do you want to go first?
Whatever. So I grabbed Catassie's number and go back to the hotel room that we were sleeping in, grab my stuff, and then I go in hunt of ammo and food.
Some provisions and things like that?
Yeah, also I didn't eat at the restaurant. All I had was celery.
Okay. If you want to find some basic, like, jerky and, like, basic kind of stuff like that, all right, you can find some.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I'm also grabbing food.
Okay, so about 35 souls for that stuff. Bunny Boy, do you need to get any wheels or anything like that? What are you going to go for?
Oh yeah, absolutely. First off, when did Titus send that group text?
At your timing, it would be about 8:30ish.
Okay. So, what's the timeline of events here? So we're in the diner, and then Titus goes and does his thing for how long before he texts us?
I mean, he's only gone for like 30, 45 minutes so far. Yeah.
Okay. So, does this diner have cereal?
It's got some basic, like, Frosted Flakes type cereal.
I mean, bacon cereal, right?
I guess you could.
I guess you could make bacon cereal. Yeah, you're right.
I'll take 4 bowls of cereal,
Okay.
and he will eat them slowly and enjoy them.
Okay.
Sorry, I will eat them and enjoy them. Let's get into character here. And then let's see. Yeah, I got to do some stuff here. You said that there's a place that can provision like armor upgrades and weapons, right?
Yes. There's a couple of gunsmiths in here. They carry some armor with it and things like that too.
Okay. All right. I want to go visit that place and ask them and point to my pants. And be like, "Hey, can you make these stronger, but just as comfortable as they are now? Also the jacket."
He's gonna come out there in like some chromed out like chainmail on his legs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I want graphene spider silk laced pants, but they gotta be shiny and they gotta be flexible.
The guy kind of looks at him and he goes, "Sir, I've never seen like clothing like this ever. Where did you get this from?"
Oh, well, you know what? Let me tell you. Let's discuss that a little bit. What can you do for me? I'll tell you. I'll send you the. What's the version of Amazon in this world?
I mean, there's a few different ones. I mean, you can go to like a benevolent or something like that, but most of the corporate sites are not welcome in a place like this.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Do I know that? Does Bunny Boy?
No, you have
know
no
that?
clue. You would not know that.
Okay. Well, I gotta play it. So I'm gonna pull up my Glow and like pull up the not Amazon page. Be like, I got them right here on this site. If you wanna talk a little more about fixing me up, fixing up my jacket.
He kind of looks at you and goes, "Sir, why would you buy that cheap corporate made bullshit when you can have fine handcrafted things that are right here?" And then he pulls out a pistol. He's like, "Or the things that I stole from that corporation, because I got one of those too." And he holds up just a 9mm.
Nice. I'm gonna wide-eye and point at me like, "Oh, clever," and then say, "But I beg your pardon. These were handmade by a child. Don't knock it. I'm frugal." Anyway. What's he got for weapons? Like, okay, let's see your wares.
He's got a couple of different rifles. He's got mostly pistols.
Okay.
Mostly hunting rifles as well. For folks that are
Okay.
trying to go out into the wastes and maybe capture a few deer, hunters, and stuff like that. Also has a
Okay.
bow and arrow. Like a compound bow kind of thing.
Okay, this is a turning point here. I have to make a decision.
Bob Ross is here. You gotta make a decision.
For those of you who see my streams, I'm very fond of bows. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I'm just gonna look at the bow and point and look at him, and I'm just gonna be like, that's all I'm gonna say is, yeah.
Okay.
And like, I'm just gonna keep looking at him. Does he
Alright.
have a response?
Oh yeah, no, he just kind of looks at you. He's like, "Oh, well, I mean, that's only a couple hundred souls. I mean, I got some arrows too. You want some arrows to go with it?"
I'm just gonna start laughing.
Well, I mean, and then so he
I'm
walks
not
over.
buying it as a resistance band. Come on.
Well, but he walks over and he pulls out a whole thing, right? And each arrow gets progressively crazier until you get to one that has like a little ball at the end of it.
Oh, you
And he
need that
goes,
one.
"This one's the one that likes to go explode. This one's gonna hurt somebody. This one's just kind of
Okay.
like your run-of-the-mill arrow."
Okay. Huh. Yeah, why not? Sure. If things really hit the fan. How do you safely store these?
Don't hit them together very well. Like, maybe just carry a couple at a time so you don't, like, jostle them too much.
Oh.
And
okay.
if you
Jostling.
jiggle one in your hand, it kind of sloshes a little bit.
This sounds funny. I want to buy it. Yeah. And some regular arrows.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he
Yeah.
gives
How
you
many souls?
he gets you a bundle of 20 on the arrows. And he can get you 3 of what is sort of a alchemical fire explosion type arrow.
Boom arrows.
Yeah. He'll give it to you. He'll give it to you for 500 total.
With a bow?
With the bow, yep.
This guy's a sucker. All right. Is it a crossbow or like a draw bow?
No, it's like a compound bow. You gotta use 2 hands.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Minus 500 sold.
Yep.
Cool. I will put that on my back. Something. I'll rig up something later.
Okay. He kind of
Okay.
looks at you. He kind of looks at you and goes, "In terms of armor, I don't have a whole lot that won't mess up this." And he points at the whole getup that's going on right here. But
Does
I've
he
got
do this?
some. No, he does like this. He's like doing one of these kind of things. And he just kind of goes, "But I have one of these," and he reaches behind the counter and basically
Yes.
what amounts to like armored boxer shorts.
Oh my god.
I feel like those are made for Blizz.
That boy needs some boxer shorts. I done sing his dong while we were driving. You know what's good whenever they reach behind stuff. Pull it
Yeah.
out. I'm gonna look at him and be like, dang, nice. How comfortable are these?
I mean, they're pretty comfortable. They got like the spider silk type stuff in them. I took them off a couple of court boys.
Nice. Okay, so they're like Spider-Man underwear. Yeah. Spider-Man underwear.
Yeah.
Yo. How much are those beauties? And do they come in a pack of 3?
I only got the one right now, but it's clean. I promise. It's clean.
Bunny Boy realizes he didn't even think to ask about that. These could have been used underwear. Okay, how much did you say?
I'll give it to you for about 50.
I'm trying to hide my excitement and be like, "You drive a hard bargain, sir." I guess so. I'll take them off your hands.
Okay.
All right, and then I want to ask him if I can find any anime around here. Y'all got anime DVDs?
DVDs? I mean,
Yeah.
there's. I don't think so, but maybe there's a couple collectors down in the flea.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Down in the fleet. All right. I'm just gonna head on. I don't know where the fuck that is, and I'm not gonna ask. So I'm just gonna like walk around.
You go walk like you know what it is, too.
Yeah. I'm just be
Yeah,
like,
okay.
yeah, cool. Right on, brother.
Yep.
And just like walk around, just aimlessly.
Gotcha.
And then I'm gonna text Titus like, don't add me to group text. I don't like it. I'm done. That's
All right.
it.
Eve, is there anything you need? You said you got ammo, you got some provisions, anything like that? Anything else you need to get? I mean, you got an AK last round, so I mean, you got an auto upgrade on that gun.
Yeah, I have many weapons, and my armor's still good.
Okay. Okay.
I'm just gonna chill with my money for now.
All right.
Maybe I see Bunny Boy in the distance, but I'm still just walking around looking at shops.
Okay. For the sake of brevity, we will fast forward to that 3:00-ish timeline. Catassie, I feel like you were waiting for them down at the main entrance because you had nobody else's number, so you figured they had to come out somehow.
I don't know. I feel like Bunny Boy's pretty reflective.
True.
I could just keep a good eye out.
Yeah.
I mean, eventually he comes down like an elevator that you can see. But Titus is the first one to join up with you because he's very punctual. Very, very punctual. Grifter, right about... I'd say Grifter's pretty punctual, right?
Yeah, does the city care if I'm cruising around in my ROV?
You get some weird looks, but no, not really.
So then basically I would show up pretty punctually, cradling my meat body as if it were a small baby.
Yeah. I mean, if you're carrying a person like that, I guess to help set the scene, when you're on these bottom floors, there are giant mechs being driven by people. So you're small compared to some of the people around here.
This
When you
fills
say
Grifter
you're-
with loathing.
What's that?
This fills Grifter with loathing.
Yep. Okay.
When you say that you are holding your human body like a small baby, does this include swaddling?
No.
Just asking for the visual.
My
Okay.
question is it like the statue of Mary holding Jesus, the dead Jesus? Is it just draped over your arms?
No, like an actual baby. Very carefully
Oh.
and
No, I was-
lovingly supported.
Cradled head.
Picturing more like the opening from The Lion King.
Just really hoping I don't walk my head into a door frame or something.
It's just Grifter.
So, quick question,
Yes.
Cassie. Do you have a vehicle?
Not
Can you drive?
exactly.
Okay, so we might not all fit in the Gator.
The Gator didn't make it from Angel
That's
City.
right. It's still
The
there.
Gator
isn't
got
it?
picked up by Enterprise. Or technically, the Gator got picked up by JB. Bunny's
Yeah.
contacting in Angel City.
That's right. Okay, so who wants to loan us a car?
Catassie, do you know anybody with a car?
Probably something like
I
a Jeep
assume
or
I have contacts here.
Oh yeah.
We could probably also check with Leah and see if she's would be willing to give us something from the city.
Oh yeah. And while you're asking her about that, would you mind asking her if she has some grenades she wouldn't mind giving me? The guy at the weapon shop said to ask her for grenades.
Yeah, let me beep my boss up real quick and be like, "Yo, you got any spare grenades for this rando we just met this morning?" That's gonna work out great.
Rando that she's sending to find her ever so important scouts.
But I don't think she intends for you to grenade them when we get there.
No, I'm gonna grenade the people holding them.
Got it. I'll ask.
Muffins is kind of like a grenade. You throw her into a room, she's gonna blow stuff up.
Right. So, I found a witness this morning who saw a bunch of bandits, and he said that the level of bandits was higher than normal. But he saw bandits grab 3 guys late last night before he made his way into the city. So, he gave me this half of the city that he's pretty sure he was on. He was a little drunk when he told me, but we'll take his word for it for... I mean, pretty drunk.
How drunk was he when he saw it?
Not drunk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Drunk after
All
he
right,
got
give me a
here.
minute.
Thanks.
I'm gonna step away from the group
Uh-huh.
and I'm gonna beep boop beep up.
Make sure it has
Leah,
the tarp
I
top.
assume.
Yeah. So the question is,
Like an armored personnel carrier top?
No.
Is that? What are you talking about, Joe?
I mean, just not with a solid wooden roof if it's a box truck. Historically, I have not done well with those. So
He likes to
something,
jump through the ceiling.
yeah.
or the
So
roof.
something I could
Something
potentially jump.
open.
Preferably an all-terrain vehicle if there's an
Got
extra.
it. That we're not all gonna. I don't know. Mm-mm.
The logistics.
Stepping away now. Beep,
Okay.
boop, beep.
okay, so the
They
question...
don't unless you stack us and put us in an overcoat, bunny boy.
So the question that I have is, are you going to ask your boss for the grenades or not?
She feels perfectly safe sending me into Colorado Springs into the arms of some bandits with these folks, so why not?
Okay,
I'd
roll me persuasion, please. So D20 plus your, if you have any persuasion in your charisma bonus, please.
I rolled an 8.
Leah on the other end of the line goes, Catassie, you know I love you, dear. I got a Jeep. It's a little bit bigger Jeep. It could probably fit most of y'all. One might need to hang off the back. But I'm not giving you grenades to give to that whack job. There's no way in hell I'm giving you a grenade.
I support your choices, Leah. I am in whole agreement. I told him I would ask.
I
When
need
did I
you
become
to,
the whack job of the group?
I need you to come back in one piece, Catassie. I don't trust them with a grenade and your life.
Oh boy, her trust was missed.
If I'm the whack job, we're in real trouble here.
Well, you're the only one she's met, so
This is like
Yeah.
giving your toddler your Fabergé egg and asking them to play nicely with it.
and
Here's a
also a
kid.
cleaver.
Yeah.
Hey, here's our dog. You're a horse. Have a nice day.
Okay. Catassie, you know of the location of most of the what would amount to fleet vehicles, if y'all could ever have fleet vehicles here. Loose grouping of vehicles that y'all are able to use as a quote-unquote fleet. It's not the best looking Jeep in the world. When you do the steering wheel, it kind of does this before it engages a little bit. But it looks like it could go over some road. You're pretty sure it could go over some road.
I believe Bunny Boy would describe that wheel as sporty.
Yep.
Bunny Boy, do you have any skates?
No, but I can make some.
I'm just saying they thought we might struggle to fit everybody in here. I figured some skates and a jump rope we could make a fun time for you out of this.
Yeah, maybe.
All we gotta do is Grifter can ride in the bed, and his meat body will sit in the back seat between two other people as shielding.
Yeah, wouldn't be the first time I've hung off of a vehicle careening recklessly into the void.
And Bunny Boy will drive.
Yeah.
At
And
least it's not Eve.
and who's calling shotgun?
Oh, my hand. Why do you do this to us?
Enjoy.
Okay, so it's Bunny Boy and Catassie up front, Eve, Titus, and Grifter's meat body in the back, and a 800-pound Rov hanging off the side like it's Mad Max at this point.
Does Grifter take showers more than Blizz does?
Yes, just because I don't like my meat body doesn't mean I want it to be disgusting when I come back to it.
Just wanted to make sure.
Okay. All right. So before, as you guys get into the truck or into the Jeep, really, Bunny Boy, you kind of get acclimated to it. The only radio-ish stations you can pick up out of New Haven all play country. So take it or leave it, I guess.
Can I make a request or roll for the probability of Boot, Scoot, and Boogie? Come on.
Oh, you're going for the classic channels. Got it.
Yeah.
I will give you the classic channels. Yeah. It's very crackly, but you get your boot scooting on.
I feel like I should use my PA here to fight this with some Bon Jovi.
I encourage you to do so.
There's a Brooks and Dunn Bon Jovi mashup going on over here, and I don't know how I feel about it. So, all right. So as you guys get in there, Bunny Boy, you floor it because you know no other way to drive, and
Yeah.
as you're going out, it kind of looks like almost like a hangar door that you're heading out of as you go out onto the main road. And the main road leading out of the complex actually goes along a mountain before it turns and starts doing switchbacks to go down the mountain. So as you were flying out of this gigantic tunnel, one of the basic I guess like a mechanic or a hand or something like that is pushing some tires on a thing, and he has to like dive out of the way as you're going like zooming past him. But you make it out and it's okay and stuff like that, and nobody gets hurt. And
what song was playing?
Bootskin Boogie still.
Okay.
Or you could change to Garth Brooks' "Ain't Going Down Till the Sun Comes Up."
Oh no.
Yeah.
I mean,
That would explain
Yeah.
the speeding.
That would explain
it's
the
on the
speeding.
playlist.
Yep. It's on the playlist.
Okay, continue.
What about Margaritaville?
Yeah. That's the if you guys get victory. So you guys go
You have to earn the bill.
exactly. You got to earn the buffet. You guys go blaring down the side of this mountain, headed towards Colorado Springs.
Hey,
Yes, sir.
hey, Bunny Boy, you might want to slow down as we get close, so we can, kind of overwatch and not wander into an ambush.
Who's driving here, bud?
I'm just saying, man.
All right.
I mean, you don't want to get shot today, do you?
I don't want to
Okay.
get shot ever.
Right. Just saying.
Now, you got to be yelling this also.
No, I am, but I'm trying to not blow out the speakers of our viewers' computers.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. We are going to take a break right there, and we will come back to this fun adventure. Give us about 5-10 minutes. We're all going to go take a bio break. So viewers, hang with us. We will be back here in just a minute. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you in a second. And welcome back. All right. When we last left our intrepid cast, they are screaming down the side of a mountain in a Jeep that was borrowed from the Vanpool fleet-ish type of thing that is going on. With an 800-pound Rob flying off the back of it, blaring Brooks and Dunn, Garth Brooks, and some combination of Bon Jovi at this, depending on who you ask from the group. So you guys are going to be getting very close to Colorado Springs within the next 30-45 minutes. What is your plan of attack?
Shoot the bad guys.
I mean,
Recon?
we kind of need to see what's happening first.
Yeah.
We're also screaming down the mountain, though, so they're gonna know we're coming.
Ask questions later.
There's a thing. It's like hiding in plain sight. Okay, if we don't act like we're trying to be suspicious, they won't think we're suspicious.
Well, are we literally screaming down the mountain or physically? Like, are we yelling? Or...
If everyone's
If we're
dead,
blasting music.
there's no one around to be suspicious.
And Muffins brings up a good point.
You're not wrong.
It's one way to play a stealth game.
Yeah.
Yeah, just kill everybody that can report where you are. You're invisible.
Look, we're not in the city anymore, and that's all we need to worry about. There ain't nobody out here.
Oh, I mean, you're fairly sure there's people out here.
Well, I'm saying there's not a marshal or anybody who's going to have anything to say to us for 200 miles.
Yeah. I mean, you see smoke coming out of several parts of the city.
Sure.
But it looks like campfire smoke, not...
Burning down the city smoke?
You're correct. There's not much, from what you can tell from there's not much city left in the standard kind of...
And this is what, Colorado Springs?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or what was left of it.
Okay. Cool. I mean, not cool.
Yeah. All right, who's going to take the lead? Bunny's driving, so...
Driving.
Yeah.
Show me where you want to go. Otherwise, we're just going to drive straight on in there.
Well,
Be like, hey.
did our witness? He gave us like a general
Yeah.
area of the city, right?
All right, so I guess I will say I am looking around for somewhere that would look like it has a good overview of the area of the city he mentioned, and I want to stop and pull out some binos and take a look.
Okay. Do you have binoculars?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to go into the city and climb a building? Okay.
No. I want to do it like on one of these switchbacks. Like, you know how they have those like scenic viewpoints?
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for. Right? I want, one of those things with like a little plaque,
Yeah.
something like
Okay.
that. Where people, stop off and take selfies.
Okay.
There's no
You're gonna need
Colorado.
Bunny to slam on brakes then before you get to that.
Okay. Maybe take it down to like 35 now, Bunny. Just for a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it was Tokyo Drift there for a little bit. So.
I got to have my fun.
Okay.
Slow it up.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. So, Titus, give me a perception check. Let's get those binoculars going then.
Right. Oh, wait. +1 to that. Oh. I got an unnatural 20.
An unnatural 20.
Yes, 19 +1.
With that, you can kind of tell there are pockets of the city. And there's different pockets of the city that have groups in it. You can kind of tell that some people are taking up refuge inside of busted buildings. But as you're scanning through, you see a decent sized caravan. About 10 vehicles set up in sort of a U shape like that to give themselves a little bit of like a little bit of background. You can see like folding chairs and grills.
Okay, so from previous experience, do these people look like caravanners in a supply train? Or do they look like people who like to hijack those things?
Do you remember what the bandits looked like that you were fighting
Yes.
the other night?
Sure.
It looks more like that. There's a lot of people in leather jackets, jeans, boots.
Spiky things.
Yeah, well, you with an unnatural 20 by that, you can definitely see some dirt bikes
Yeah.
as part of the caravan as well. As you kind of like go through with a 20, you kind of see one guy, an older gentleman, with like, kind of pulled back gray hair, got an eye patch.
Okay, if I was holding hostages in that area, where would they be? Is there like a bus, a camper, a 20-foot shipping container flung on the ground, anything like that?
Big neon sign that says prisoners here.
That'd be handy, but... So what do I see? Is it the RV, the bus, the container? What is it?
Yes, they have all of those.
Okay.
Yeah, there's definitely a bus. There's definitely an RV. Not so
I
much on the
motion-
container, but
I motion Muffins over.
What up?
I go, you got pretty good optics on that thing, right?
I don't know, do I? I have standard.
yeah, you got basic optics.
So they're still pretty good. I go, what do you make of those guys? How many weapons you see?
I am gonna take a gander with my special eyes.
Specialize.
With my elf eyes. Perception, I assume, is what you want?
Yes, sir.
Well, that would actually be a natural 20.
Uh,
20 early.
Nice. You see a lot of guns. The campers have a turret on the top of them. Very similar to the minigun that you fired at last time, actually.
So Muffins is gonna look at Titus, not Grifter, because my meat body is back there. And I'm just gonna be like, this mini.
Gotcha.
You see a
This
giant
is why-
robot do this.
This is when I motion Catassie over. And I point at that and I go, that's why I wanted grenades.
Okay, well now I understand. I still don't think it would have been a good idea.
You don't know.
Don't I though?
Let's ask Muffins.
I mean, I can see both sides of the argument. On one hand, it'd be nice to just toss some grenades in there. On the other hand, this gives me more shit to shoot at.
That's a good point. Okay, I'm gonna do... Sean, what do you want? You want perception or survival for? I'm looking to see if they've got any blind spots with the way they've set up their perimeter.
A perception on that one.
Okay. Oh,
Because given your background, that's not necessarily a survival check. Maybe that you're trying to bring in more of that military and
I'm
martial
doing
background.
yeah, I'm doing the bounty hunter thing.
Yep. So you're looking for some Mando type shit.
Yep. I'm gonna do, that's an 18.
No, there are no blind spots. They are brazenly out in the open. They are in between some taller buildings. But what you can probably think, if you're thinking ahead, they probably have those rigged at some point. And they're using their numbers as a way to ward off anybody else.
How many did you say there were?
A lot.
I mean, a lot is that like 15 or 70?
You have counted around 20 so far. You see them kind of go in and out of these campers and RVs and things like that. And it's a mix of men, women. You see a couple children running around. Like, it's a mix.
I'm like, okay, I'm good for 3 or 4. Muffins is good for like 10. Eve's probably good for like 5. I guess walk back to the group. Well, so we've got 20 bandits. That's likely our target. Some good places to hide some hostages. There's like 20 of them, and probably about 3 or 4, maybe 5 non-combatants that we probably don't really want to shoot. So, do we want to try and sneak our way in, or, kick in the front door? I'm open to suggestions.
What
do
are
you think
the
our
odds of
computer
making
nerd
friends
could-
with them?
Heck.
That was going to be my suggestion. Is there anything that I can do?
Roll me a networks check, please.
Five.
You get the...
These guys are fired. They pull this crap in D&D too.
You get some basic, like, somebody's got a glow in that entire group. You think there might be a couple, but beyond that, you can't really tell. There's like a satellite dish on top. You don't know if it works or not, but there's a dish on top. Kind of old looking though.
Okay. I'm gonna remove one of the Twinkies from my box, and I'm gonna eat it while I ruminate on what to do about this.
Okay.
Eve, did you have a thought? I thought I heard you say something.
I was just asking what are the chances of actually going in and having them believe that we are also bandits?
Bunny Boy definitely looks like he stole that outfit.
Yeah.
Bunny Boy's not really their type of bandit.
It's a different kind of bandit, but I'm wearing mostly leather and black and stuff like that too.
Yeah, you might be able to pull it off. Do we see any heavy artillery down there, Sean? Any ROVs?
Not that you can see, no.
There was a minigun.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah,
minigun.
But you just killed that first.
Duh.
Yeah. I mean, you have a history of doing that.
Come on, Muffins.
Yes.
You're not new.
I mean, I still have tamales in my bag.
You know, that worked pretty well that one time.
My
I don't
gun
know
has
how
a
good they
range
are.
of a mile. Just saying.
I mean, I'm open to suggestions.
I brought food to trade.
I mean, I got
I
these.
have 23 Twinkies now.
Okay. So, ruminating. What if we do this? Is there any good, like, Overwatch spots about 500 or 600 yards where Muffins could set up when we send Bunny Boy and Eve into the bandit camp to do recon? With her tamales.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the best buildings in the world, but yeah, you could get up on top of one.
Okay. So here's my thought. Muffins we drop off. He gets up about 700 yards away to pull Overwatch. Even Bunny Boy go into the camp and make like gangsters. Right? Me and Catassie will be waiting with the Jeep just around the corner, and that way you've got Overwatch from Muffins in case shit goes sideways, and we're just around the corner in case shit goes sideways. Thoughts?
Bunny Boy has to leave his anime in the car.
I mean,
Fine.
that's between
I've
the
got
two
the,
of you.
I've got the tools for this job. No
Can we
worries.
at least get my meat body to lay on the floorboard so it can, you know, maybe some doors will catch bullets or something?
Sure.
Okay.
You know what we need to get? We need to get a meat body tough box.
We do. We
With
have
armor.
discussed
Like a
this
stool
in
case.
private. There has even been mentioned of an armored version of those little, like, papuska sacks that you put babies in.
You know what? This is going to be a group purchase after this session.
All right, then.
Yeah.
Is there? So we're trying to get in and figure out where they're holding our captives, right?
Correct.
And possibly buy the captives from them.
Is there any value to us showing up with a captive?
Who's the captive?
I'm assuming Catassie.
I mean, I could volunteer as tribute.
You realize that's going to leave you unarmed and unable to defend yourself if they get wise.
I mean, I'm not unarmed. I've got a plasma cartridge revolver and a
Yeah, but you can't
21.
carry that if you're a captive.
You can hide
I
them
mean-
real good.
I got storage capacity.
And she's our
Yes.
captive. We're not
I mean,
like
it's a
patting her
risk.
down and taking her.
Right,
I'm just
right.
saying.
They're taking me
on top.
into the camp. What I'm thinking is they can take me in and be like, yo, where do we take captives in this joint? And then they can be like, oh, you take them to like sector A, B, C. And we can be like, oh, cool, thanks. And be like, so we're going to go over here. And I can be like, boo, 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 boo. Our specific captives are.
I'm just imagining a scenario where there's a misunderstanding and Bunny Boy just grabs her weapons and is like, we gotta make this believable, and throws them off a cliff. But we're not doing that.
Okay.
so
As a
there's
GM, I was
no
kind of
worries.
waiting for it. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
I mean, it's a good thing y'all explained it to him because he probably would have thought about it.
Okay, so let's recap one more time. We're gonna drop Muffins off about 700 yards away. he's going to do Overwatch. Then we're going to drop you 3 off, where Catassie's going to pretend to be a captive like Chewbacca in the Death Star. Okay.
That was the worst Chewbacca ever.
Meanwhile, I'll be waiting around the corner with Muffin's meat body in case shit.
Okay.
Is that about it?
All right.
Did I miss anything?
If they ask for money for the other captives, and we text you for money, will you be able to help out?
I mean, to the
You
amount of
phone,
money
who
that I
dis?
have.
Alright.
I mean, it's not like I'm a millionaire over here.
All right. So who wants to go first in this particular? We're officially splitting the party. This ought to be fun.
Well, I think we got to drop off Muffins first.
Okay. So Muffins, are you going to climb? Are you climbing a building, basically?
Yeah, if there's any buildings that look like it, they're not gonna just like immediately just fall apart and shit me out the side of them. Yes.
Okay. No. Before you guys got there doing the Overwatch, there is a building that you could climb. So first,
Okay.
give me a strength check. Let's see if you make it.
How does a 14 sit with here?
Okay. Now give me a stealth check.
Oh god.
You're an 800-pound Rav climbing a building.
Agility for that?
Yes.
Ooh, that one's even better. 21.
Okay.
I love how Pete looks disappointed.
Did you just?
Look,
Do you have like hover boosters?
look.
What the hell?
You always think that the muffins are just a bull in a china closet, but very frequently in this game, she has been very delicate and precise.
Slammed up with her fingertips and toe tips.
Yep.
All right.
Muffins, you are in position, sir, with that roll.
Looking for a good spot near the bandit camp to park the Jeep that's kind of... Like, if I can find, like, a wrecked semi to park it next to or something where I can get a little bit of cover, that would be ideal.
With your perception check that you rolled earlier, you can find... It's not going to be, like, right around the corner. You're going to be a little ways away. Because you feel like anything... You feel like, 500-600 yards away, they can hear you. I mean, it's a Jeep, right? Like, it's not an Element 121. It's
Yeah.
kind of like a beefier Willys Jeep.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
And I guess the three of you were just walking?
I look over and I'm like, good luck.
It's not a stealth Prius.
Call if you need help.
All right. How are you guys approaching this camp? And who's doing the talking?
That's a good
Shouldn't
question.
someone tie
Oh,
me
dear
up?
God. Yes.
This is that kind of role playing game.
I give Bunny Boy some
Captives are usually captive.
I give Bunny Boy some handcuffs.
Thanks.
Not now, man.
That's for her.
I'm sure she'll thank you.
Does she know that?
So we put the handcuffs on Catassie. I'm still weighing the consequences of having Bunny Boy talk
Uh-huh.
as the leader of the crew.
We could do paper, rock, scissors if you want. Okay. Is there a paper, rock, scissors mechanic in this game? Like dice rolling, or do we just do it by hand?
I mean, I would just do it by hand because the old ways never end.
But honestly, Bunny Boy, you really should just let Eve talk.
Hey, man, come on.
We have our methods.
I've talked my way out of things. Like I made a friend on our last trip. We talked about anime. It was
true.
awesome.
That's true.
That's right. Okay. 1, 2, 3, shoot. On shoot. All right. 1, 2, 3, shoot.
I heard shoot.
Oh no!
Okay. 1, 2, 3, shoot. Oh my god. Double paper. It was double scissors. Now it's double paper. Okay, third time.
12
1,
hours
2, 3,
later.
shoot. Sideways right. All right, let's just do a roll off.
Okay, roll it off. Jesus.
Wow.
Good lord.
D20. We're linked. We know what each other are
The
thinking.
first time.
They've
in
been
all of
working together a
humanity,
long
rock,
time.
Paper, scissors didn't solve the problem.
Yep.
Been too long, guys. All right.
All right, I'm rolling. Rolling
Okay.
D20. Are we doing higher number or lower number wins?
Oh, I
Just
don't-
higher.
Okay.
Okay. I got a 10.
I got a 12.
Oh god.
Oh!
Talking character. Here comes the bard.
Yo.
Yo.
So I will be with Catassie and walk with my. I'm gonna have my baseball bat kind of at the ready, but obviously not super obvious about it, and then have my AK like down, but at the ready.
Slung over a shoulder. Okay.
I'm gonna like brush some dirt on my clothes so it looks like I've been roughed up a little bit.
The real tragedy is I just realized that I can't facepalm as Muffins because I'll just break the LCD screen.
This is true. This is true.
Valid.
Yep. All right. You guys
Okay.
are approaching this camp. There are kids out there playing soccer as you start to approach in a very dusty. It's very hot. It's windy. And as the camera pans to just boots of Catassie and Eve, and then as those two keep walking through the whole thing, then just comes the like Yeezys and pajama pants, blue pajama pants of Bunny Boy. And then it zooms out to the entire kind of look and feel to it. As you are approaching, a man in that probably looks, I don't know, late teens, early 20s. He's got a rifle on his shoulder. He kind of just turns and looks at you and goes, "What do you want?"
Sorry, it was muted. Hey, I got a captive here. Bringing her in. Bringing her in for the big dog.
He
You
kind
let me
of looks
through.
around and he. Who?
The big dog, man. Come on, come on, man. Come on, get on out of here. Let's get on the woods. Take her in. Take
Boy,
her
are-
in. We'll get some money.
Boy, are you conflicted? You
Dang
look,
old,
you look
dang old
strange.
dang old. You, dang. Don't tell me I look strange, man. You conflicted. I'm conflicted about how much you being rude right now. Come on, let me in.
Fucking boom
A second guy with a shotgun rolls up next to him too, and he just kind of pats him on the shoulder. He goes, "What the hell is this?" Another guy just kind of looks at him and goes, I don't know, man. I don't know." And he just the second guy just kind of looks at you and goes, "The fuck, man? What is this?"
Dang old, I done told you once. It's a captive. Come on, man. Come on, let me in here. We're gonna get some money, get some souls. Come on. You like money? You like money? No. Okay. You the wrong business. Wrong
He-
business.
He just kind of looks at you and goes, "Bo, I don't know what you heard, but this ain't that kind of camp. We got kids out here. We sitting here eating. We got to eat some dinner. Like I mean, congratulations on whatever this thing is." And it points up and down to Cassie, and with the hair and everything. It's yeah. What I don't. I don't know what.
What I would like. Can I
I
just
mutter-
clarify for you, gentlemen?
How you doing, miss?
You're hi.
Hi.
So we have found somebody from the city and taken them captive. We heard that you guys are collecting captives,
Yep.
and we were just hoping to get this person off our hands, really, for some
Bang on what she said.
souls.
Can you roll me some persuasion checks, please?
Oh, good lord.
I just want to lodge that at the point that he said with the hair and everything, I mutter out the side of my mouth to Bunny Boy, "Yeah, Jim, this one is rude."
I got a 19.
Just for the official
Oh,
record.
wow, good.
Nice.
Both of them just kind of look at you again and go, ma'am, I don't know what you heard about us, but again, this is not that kind of camp. So I really don't want to have to rough you up, but I'm gonna need you to move along. And I don't know what you have here, but it ain't somebody that we need. It ain't somebody we looking for.
Am I hearing any of this?
If they have the Quan, do you have the Quan combo open?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe these aren't our people.
Ask them if they know where the other guys were taken captive at.
Would you gentlemen know where the other captives have been held? Taken? We're just trying to offload this person.
Hey, boss. We got a couple people asking a lot of questions over here.
This motherfucker acted like he didn't know who I meant by big dog. I'm offended.
He cocks the gun. And he's like, look, City Slicker, that's enough out of you. I don't know where you come from, but it sure as hell ain't from out here. Not with that getup.
That was supposed to be out of character, but I really should have specified. Let this be a lesson, everyone. Make sure you say if you say something out of character. I'm taking it. All right.
A very tall gentleman in black leather pants, biker boots, a black leather jacket zipped up. He's pretty beefy in terms of arms. Not so much going on the legs. Kind of tall, drink of water. And he's got the slick back gray hair and the eye patch. Comes walking up. And he's holding a plate of burgers. Or what look like burgers, at least. And he kind of just looks at it and goes, gentlemen, do we have a problem here?
No problem. Hello.
Hello.
What's your name?
My name's Joel. How are you?
Good. I'm Eve. Nice to meet you, Joel.
Nice to meet you,
we
too.
were just asking, you're a very nice gentleman over here, where we would be able to offload this captive. We were hunting and we saw people that looked like her get gathered up and taken, but we weren't able to, follow them because we had ended up running into her while we were hunting. So we're just looking for some souls. Good place to eat, maybe.
Emilio! One of the boys stops playing soccer. Come here. He runs over, and Joel hands him the plate and the tongs and everything like that. And go get that to your mother. And he runs off. And Joel turns around and he just kind of looks at you and goes, look, I don't know anything about any captives. I don't know anything about whatever you guys are doing. Y'all bounty hunters or something? Or then he looks at Bunny Boy and goes, or something.
Something.
Or something. What do you I don't know what this is, but we ain't needing any more captives.
Dang, you know where any of the other campsites are there, Snake?
I mean, there's people camping around. Wait, who the hell are you calling Snake?
Oh, it's
He turns around and looks
Patch.
around and he's, I don't see any snakes here.
no, you just look like you escaped from LA. All I'm
Okay.
saying.
All right. Fair enough. What's LA? Oh wait, that's that city that
Yeah.
burned a long time ago. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. They
There's
call it
no
Angel City now, don't they?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I mean,
Would you know of any of the camps that would be taking captives?
I'm gonna whisper over the Quancom. You mentioned they already had captives. Ask about that.
give me another persuasion check.
You can only pull out so much gold.
Just keep that hot dice hot.
13. Oh, I shouldn't have said anything.
Can I back her up in being persuading?
Oh god.
Probably not.
No, not with that. Not dressed like that. No.
Good work there, Boomhauer.
You called him a freaking snake.
He walks up.
acclimating to her culture.
Catassie, do you have anything on your person that has any markings of New Haven?
No, not specifically. Unless, would my tech head have anything marked like that?
Only if you put
I
it
just
there.
I just have average quality clothes, so unless something like that would include some sort of like city uniform or something, then no.
Okay. I mean, it's how you want to be dressed. So if you want a New Haven shirt, that's great. But if not,
That is
no big deal.
not my style.
I didn't think so. So that's why I was asking.
Not a joiner.
He kind of looks you up and down, and he feels around the back of your head, and he goes, "Okay, tech head."
Excuse me.
When you say that, you look down and you see a very large revolver tucked into the back of his pants. And he kind of looks at you, and he, tech head, got a little bit of the glasses going on. Not exactly been out around the waist too much. I would imagine that you mess with computers all day, don't you, darling?
Not all day. Sometimes I nap and snack.
Interesting. Now, what you doing all the way out here?
Mostly getting captured. Normally I have much more fun in handcuffs.
Interesting. Look, I'm gonna be real honest with y'all. We don't need any more captives. I don't know what y'all trying to pull on all this. I don't know who sent you. But I would be real good for y'all to mosey on. We got a camp full of good people here. And we will we ain't looking to start any trouble. If you were looking to start trouble though, we can have a conversation about that. And he looks at you with the good eye.
I'll go on the Quancom and go, back off. Let's go to Plan B.
Well, bam!
I was just gonna offer to drink some food really quick.
Mister, they don't know it yet, but they have plenty of trouble.
Well, I don't want him to borrow any from here. But we have food too. You have food?
Mm-hmm.
Would you like some?
Yes. Let's do a trade really quick. And then we'll be on our way.
All right. What you got to trade? Come on in. And you see the two guards. He turns to walk, and the two guards kind of open up some space. They're giving you. They're looking at you, but they're not. They're giving you some space to walk through.
Can Titus and Muffin see that we've been taken into a building?
You have not been taken into a building. You've come closer into the camp, but you haven't been into a building. You're still out in the open.
Just want to make sure.
Yeah, Muffins can still see you. Titus cannot unless he's looking through Muffin's own eye.
No, I'm I'm just hanging out in the alley where I can
Yeah.
beat feet over there if I need to.
Can we see anything new or different from our new perspective or whatever?
I mean, they're a little bit more entrenched than what you saw earlier. There's, there were lawn chairs made up. There are all sorts of, gas cans around, water, that sort of thing going around to it. But nothing else too more. I mean, it's getting to be dinner time, so they're getting ready to make a sort of family style meal that's going on in there.
Okay.
Is there any like hacking that I can do to try and find out where the prisoners are in this camp? Like subtly? Can I like sneak away to the bathroom or something? Is that an option?
You're in handcuffs.
You're in handcuffs. Yeah.
Look, hey, I have ways. Clearly,
No.
if I have more fun, usually I'm experienced in figuring out my needs with handcuffs in the picture.
Where do you keep your going to the bathroom bits? It's not in your handcuff area.
But I keep my handcuff keys in my going to the bathroom bits area.
Oh.
Did, you didn't happen to give Bunny Boy the key to the handcuffs, did you? You didn't
No,
say
I always-
it, so...
I always keep one on me though. You say piercing, I say keyring.
I mean, I didn't specifically give that to Bunny Boy,
Yeah.
but, they're just a pair of standard, mainline cuffs, so, whatever.
If shit goes south, just hold your hands up in the air, and I'll do my best to minigun them open for you.
I say to Muffins over the Quadcom, you've got better eyes on this. Do I need to move closer?
I don't know.
Do we need to distract them?
If
See,
I
this
take
is why I
the
need a
car to the
grenade.
restroom,
I think we're
I'll
already
leave Bunny
distracted.
Boy with them. I'll leave Bunny Boy with them, take Catassie to the restroom, let her get everything situated, and then while I'm doing that, I will let Muffins and Titus know over the quad comms what's going on while Bunny Boy entertains the camp.
You sound very confident in this plan.
Alright, so I'm gonna find like a jacket or something, like a tarp in the back of the Jeep. Make sure I cover up Grifter.
Okay. You do
And
that.
then I'm gonna move a little closer.
On foot?
Yep, between
Okay.
alleys and stuff like that, just so I'm not 500 yards away.
Okay. You're kind of creeping up. What do you
Yep.
say? What do you say to Joel or anybody in the camp to kind of get a chance to walk her away?
I'll just let Joel know. Like, just gonna take Catassie to the restroom really quick. She had mentioned that she
Gonna
needed
start-
to use the facilities, and I don't want to send her with a dude. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna start doing the potty dance when she says that for emphasis.
Okay. Joel kind of looks at you, and his one good eye is still kind of cocked up a little bit, like, okay. And he says, go around back. And, Travis, make sure they don't cause any trouble. Do you go,
All
where do you
right.
go?
well, I guess we're gonna go around back.
Okay.
To Travis. However, I'm just gonna be really graphic with Travis and be like, look, there are things that you don't want to see that might happen while I use the restroom too. So you probably should walk away a little bit further while I use the restroom. And then I'd like shift my gun a little bit.
Roll me an intimidation check. I don't know if that's ever been used as an intimidation, but we're gonna go with it.
Makes sense to me.
Weaponized pee.
You weaponized pee.
We were just talking about getting the little papoose thing. Might as well just do Death Stranding now.
As one of the co-creators, I sign off on this use of intimidation.
I am a scary girl. Oh no.
Have you met some men?
Right?
Yeah.
That's where I'm going with
could
this.
work.
Yeah.
Okay. A natural 20.
A natural 20 or unnatural?
Unnatural.
Okay.
So I have 17 plus 3.
Okay.
Is my
Your
charisma.
persuasion is strong.
Yeah. If I need to, I'll tell him, all of the food we've eaten. I don't know. Just make him go away.
So Travis kind of looks at you for a second and he goes, look, boss told me to keep an eye on you. But you're a lady and I was raised right by my mama. So I'm going to turn around and y'all don't do no funny business. You promise?
I promise. But will you step away a little bit too? Because I know that my stomach's rumbling and we all ate some of that food.
Shy pooper.
We had asparagus yesterday too.
Yeah. You just don't want to hear these noises. I am a lady, and so is she.
Our
He
pee's gonna
takes
smell real funny.
he takes a couple steps that way and then turns around. He's all right. Do your business. Make it quick. This is weird.
Can I just sing really loudly while we use the restroom? So I'll be texting on my glow, messaging everybody hey, this shit's going down, and I'm singing while pretending to use the restroom.
Okay.
This shit is quite literally going down.
Okay.
I mean, is this you want us to storm the camp point of the day? Or are you got this in hand?
No, I'm attempting to hack while we're doing this.
Well, to hack, you're gonna need to get out of cuffs.
Use the restroom.
You can actually use the restroom. Okay. Cassie, are you trying to get out of cuffs? Do you have a way to get out?
I have my hair is pinned.
Okay.
Similar to the way that it is now. Do I have the ability to do something with that?
It would be a basic
Don't
agility
see
check.
lock picking as a skill. Okay.
Yeah, there's physical locks, but I think you would just use your agility.
Okay. $19.
It takes a minute or two while she's over there. I don't know what Eve is singing. It's got to be
It's getting
fantastic though. But it eventually you kind of break a little bit and kind of one of those things, and so you can get half of one off. So you got both hands free. You just got one that's kind of jangling. You can work on
I'm
the
good
other one
with
if you
that.
want to, but you're able to get the first one open.
No, I just need efficiency.
Okay.
I don't need it to be perfect.
Okay. What else? What else are you
All
gonna do?
So I want to hack and see if there's anything that I can tell, where prisoners are being kept. Is there anything that would give me data extra power being used for cells or I don't know. What could I find? Ooh, cameras. Would there be security feed?
Roll me networks. Let's see what you can find as you're looking around.
$21.
Okay.
Yeah, 21. Math is hard today.
Math is hard today. Ain't that the truth? You find one security camera in the entire camp. And it's in one of the RVs.
Can I get into the feed?
Roll software. Let's see if you can break it.
Hmm.
15.
On your AR display, you kind of do one of these things and you bring up one of the panels. And the only feed that you have there shows 3 people, and they're all kind of lounging back in the RV like this. They're bored. You can tell they're behind a board. They're just kind of sitting there, not really locked up or anything like that. They're not shackled, or they don't look like they've been beaten up or anything like that. They just look like they are resigned to hanging out in the back of an RV at the moment.
So not very captives. All right, I'm gonna do a quick check to make sure Travis is still not paying attention. What's the sitch with Travis?
You can see him trying to kind of like turn around, but then every time he tries to like turn around a little bit, he kind of like rights himself a little bit. Because I think
grunt him as
he
soon as I
sees-
see his head turn.
Okay. Eve, are you actually using the restroom?
Oh.
Okay. I was just saying, if he like turns around and like sees a knee or something like that, he's like, whoop, nope.
No, it's
Okay.
just gonna look like it.
Okay, well that's fine. That's fine. You just want to scare him a little bit, so that's fine.
Oh yeah. Who stares at people while they use the restroom anyways? That's weird.
Babies and dogs.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yes. But
true.
we all
And
know that
cats.
babies and dogs are weird.
Yes,
And cats are just assholes. So
this is also true. All right, what else you guys gonna do? Titus,
I'm
you're
gonna be
sneaking
like,
up
hey,
a
Edie.
little bit. Here we go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna elbow Eve and be like, hey, look, this is in that RV. I think I found our guys.
can you tell what RV it's in?
I don't know, but I think we only saw one when we were coming up. Check with Titus.
Okay. I'll just shoot a quick message to Titus and ask if he sees any other RVs, and I'll send
All
one
right.
to Muffins as well.
How many RVs did I see in that little perimeter?
2 RVs,
Yeah.
1 bus.
Okay, so I got 1 or 2 RVs. Can I send a message back and say, can she narrow it down based on the signal location?
I do
Before-
know Catassie the message.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, she's not Qualcomm linked with you guys, so yeah, you are having to relay the message right now. You're right.
Do I see anything different from my perspective?
They're not similar RVs. One's smaller than the other. And with Cassie's role, she would be able to tell that it's the larger of the 2. Because you can pinpoint where it's at, like with that kind of networks role.
Okay.
Okay. Where is that? So I should be on what, the west side of the camp right now?
Yes. So if
Okay.
we'll say, for the sake of Theater of the Mind, it is a horseshoe shape. Where
Okay.
Muffins is at is like southeast,
Got it.
more south.
Got
You
it.
would be approaching from the east, from where
From
you
the
guys
east?
came from. Yeah.
Okay.
And then where the girls are at is kind of like northeast on the opposite
Okay.
side of the horseshoe.
Where's the RV at in that horseshoe?
It goes like RV, bus, RV, like that. They kind of make the point of the horseshoes.
But which point? Northwest, southwest, or southeast?
Northwest.
Okay.
So PMW basically.
All right. So, Muffins, you're good on Overwatch.
Hey,
Eve, how long can you keep them distracted?
Depends on how well Bunny Boy is doing over there as well.
I mean, I can start shooting. That'll distract the hell out of
Well, that may be
Well-
Plan C.
There are kids.
If you say something about needing a distraction, Wild, I can take care of a distraction and buy us a few more minutes here.
Okay.
Okay.
So the safe word for distractions is going to be
Marshmallow.
marshmallow. I like that one. You know what? We'll go with Eve's suggestion. So if I start screaming out marshmallow, let's let all hell break loose. All right. So I'm gonna sneak around, not going up the way that they approach, but using the other buildings and stuff as cover. Mallow, I'm gonna move my way toward that corner where the RV is.
Okay. Bunny Boy, what are you doing with Joel and the rest of the gang? How are you talking with them? You're on mute,
You're
bud.
muted.
Thanks. Can you picture real quick of it.
So
My situation.
they've got a lot of lawn chairs out. They've got some folding tables that they're putting some basic plastic, dirty but reused plastic tablecloths on. They are grilling food, some sort of meat. And it looks like they have put together like some sides and stuff like that to go with it. There are kids off to the side still playing soccer, kind of hanging around. You got several other people. We got one person that's up on top of the bus, just kind of looking like he's doing Overwatch, trying to make sure that the group doesn't get rolled up on. The other two are hanging around with you. So Joel and the other, not Travis, basically, are hanging around. They still have their weapons on them. And you've got a couple of other folks just hanging around, sipping what you think is light beer.
Okay.
Light beer.
Do they appear like? What's their? Can I read their body language? Like they seem to be pretty tense, or they kind of like at ease a little bit.
It's hard to read Joel because he seems to be uptight a lot. Everybody else kind of is just eyeing this strange-looking person in their camp. But the kids don't seem to pay you any mind, and more of the elders and things like that are around don't seem to. They kind of just seem like whatever.
Okay. Interesting. All right. Just
You don't look threatening to them,
Okay.
especially.
Cool. Good. So whenever we go in there and I see the chairs and be like, "Yo, man, dang, nice setup you got here. This looks good." I'm sorry about earlier, man. Just a little tense, walking. Got this person. Just sorry about that. I'm chill now.
So what's a guy like you doing out in the middle of nowhere like this?
Oh, just trying to get rid of this here captive. Trade her off.
Where'd you find her at?
Oh, about back east, I'd say probably about about 20 miles so.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are y'all doing out here?
We're just making our way
Nice.
through.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's real nice. Real nice.
Yeah.
What y'all having for dinner?
He hands you a burger, and he's like, "I hope you like."
Dango, yo.
Yeah.
That's real nice. That's real nice. I'm gonna take a bite of the burger.
It's good. It's pretty good.
It's
It's not the
good.
best burger you've ever had in your life, but it's pretty good.
Dang, that's good. You fired, boy. Y'all teach me how to make a burger like that, please. Come on, y'all watch anime?
I don't know what anime is, but the kids like to try to watch some of the older cartoons and stuff. So you said you ran into this woman about 20 miles west, right?
I said about 20 miles east.
Okay. Roll deception for me.
Because I said east earlier, right? Yeah. All right. Deception. Look at my sheet here. Is that deceit?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. And then that's gonna be charisma. Okay. Oh lordy, oh mercy. 19.
He kind of just looks at you a little bit, and he's like, "That's interesting. 20 miles east, huh? About near Black Forest, you say? Maybe."
Can I want to use a. What kind of check would that be? What kind of knowledge check would that be?
Survival. If you're looking, try to go. Yeah.
Can I hear this, Mallow?
Yeah. If they've got the QuanCon still open, they should. Yeah.
Okay, well I've got survival, so I'm gonna look at a map as I'm sneaking up and maybe tip Bunny Boy off. So I got a 17 on survival. Does that sound right?
Damn.
Trying to help.
Are you asking me or?
No, I'm asking Mallow. Does that sound right with a 17 survival?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm waiting for what Bunny Boy's going to say out of that. What do you tell Bunny Boy?
I'm asking, like, does that sound right based on me looking at the map? What that guy said.
There is a Black Forest, yeah.
Say, Bunny Boy, tell him not quite there. No.
Oh, dang man, not quite, but about around there, round about.
Interesting. All right.
That was both a yes and a no at the same time, and that was impressive.
Dang, oh yeah, man.
It's 20 miles east ain't exactly the most friendly territory, so that's pretty impressive, man. That's pretty
Thanks,
damn
man.
impressive.
Not as impressive as his burgers. I'm gonna take another bite.
He
gonna
looks
wink.
at you.
Thank you.
He looks at you and goes, "Where are you really from? Because it ain't from around here. You ain't dirty enough to have been out around these parts too much. Come on, son. Where you been? Why are you out here?"
I want to gesture, just the right, like this. Be like, oh, I'm from everywhere, man, and nowhere. I just go.
Interesting.
I just travel. Yeah. You ain't never been out there?
Oh, I've been around a good bit. Been around a lot,
this.
actually.
don't
And I
like
know
this.
when somebody's out of place.
Nope.
Like yourself. So
What do you mean?
we can do this
What-
the easy way.
I start moving faster, Mallow,
Okay.
because we're plugged in, right? The Quancoms. Yeah, I start
So
moving
we can all hear
faster.
this.
Well, you Muffins, Titus can hear this.
I
Catassie
say-
cannot.
I say, Muffins, get ready. Wait for the word.
I nudge Catassie and let her know that we need a distraction.
Not yet.
Dang y'all.
Not yet. Get your distraction ready, Catassie.
Y'all. What do you mean? What do you mean I don't fit around here? Y'all, this is a good burger, but y'all got any desserts too? You got any marshmallows? Man, I love marshmallows.
Well, you heard him, Muffins.
Do we need to get out of the way?
I start sprinting toward the RV that I'm looking for.
So I'm gonna stand up, and I'm gonna crank my PA up to the maximum level it can do, and I'm gonna start playing the Cops theme song. And when it finishes the line, "When they come for you," I'm gonna start shooting. I'm
Okay.
gonna target the minigun first.
I say, Muffins, mind where those kids are. Let's not shoot them.
Roll
Well, I mean,
D-
roll attack.
it's a lot of dice. Hang on.
While this is happening, does Travis notice the commotion?
Well, we'll see how this this first shot
on.
goes, and
Okay.
then we'll go from there.
Okay, so do you want this just sequentially or what?
I mean, give it to me. What are you shooting? The minigun?
Yeah,
Are you But what are you shooting with?
minigun.
Okay, minigun on minigun action. Got it.
Yeah, that's the hot shit.
Fair.
All
I
right.
have an 18,
Uh huh.
a 19,
Uh huh.
and do math, talk while it burning. 21,
Okay.
another 18, a 5,
Okay.
another 5, a 14, and a 17.
Okay. A concentrated spray of plasma bullets goes into the top of this bus where the minigun is. And you see the guy on the bus dive behind it. The one that was on Overwatch.
For what good that'll ruin.
Bunny Boy, I need you to roll an agility check for me. But it's at disadvantage.
Sad to say, this isn't the first friendly character I've shot before.
I'm rolling agility because
You'll
nothing's
see.
shooting it.
You'll see.
That is a natural 20.
You feel a set of hands grab you around the gruff like this, and you feel a very large gun be put up to your head. And Joel puts his arm around you like this. He gives you a little hug, but it's a hug with a magnum pointed at your head.
Here we go.
Dang on, what you talking about, man? You give somebody a burger and put a gun to their head. Which one is it?
Your burger falls to the ground,
Damn.
by the way.
Yeah, what's for burgers? Bad omen dropping a burger down on the floor like that. Jesus, what are you talking? What's happening here?
He looks at
Shoot
you.
fire.
He looks at you, and he gets in real close to your ear, and he goes, "There are kids here. Tell your boys to call it off, or I'm going to make an example out of you."
Bunny boy, tell him to give us the 3 scouts, or it's about to get a whole lot worse. And I would drop the Boomhauer voice now.
Okay, I'm just gonna calm my breathing and say, "Give us the 3 scouts, Daddy." Since he was like being all sensual and
Or-
talking in my ear.
Say, or it gets a whole lot worse.
Or there's a lot more marshmallows for you, bud.
I don't know what that means, but that's fine.
He thinks he's being really cool, but it's like the guy's like, "What the fuck?"
You know,
is
buddy
this?
boy,
What are you
good
talking
job. Good work. I keep moving toward that fucking RV.
Joel looks at you and goes, "You picked her up 20 miles west, didn't you? Don't lie."
Don't say anything.
Hammer cocked. Who from New Haven sent you? You hear that over the Quancom, everybody.
The funny thing is that Buddy Boy doesn't know.
That's true.
Buddy Boy has no idea.
Yeah.
So, again, I'm just moving toward that RV. Do I see anybody?
We'll get there. Hang on.
I'm just gonna say, like, I don't know the difference between New Haven and Old Haven. Get that off my head.
He goes, tell your men to stand down. I don't know who else is with you. Or I'll have Travis put 2 in the 2 that are back there. I'll put 1 in your head. And your boy that's trying to sneak up on the RV behind us is getting 1 too. Now we can settle this peacefully, or y'all can go home in body bags.
That sounds very stuffy.
It's very stuffy. Titus, do you do anything?
I mean, at this point, because I've got my full suit on, so they
He's
can't
calling
hear me
you out,
outside my
basically.
helmet. I basically say to Eve, well, you've got 2 choices. You could take that Travis guy out and we could run the gauntlet and try and take these guys down, or maybe we go have a chat. What do you think?
I mean, look at it this way. Even if you all die, I can at the very least make sure these guys are walking everywhere they go from here on out.
It's very true. Eve?
Catassie, what were you thinking for distraction? I'm curious.
I was gonna run out in the middle of the courtyard and quack like a duck.
Yeah, that's not going to work.
Okay,
All right.
so we might need to have a little chat.
All right, Bunny Boy. Tell him that we're willing to have a conversation.
We're willing to talk.
That's a good choice.
Stand down, folks. Let me go, you inbred motherfucker. I'm very angry with him now.
I start moving toward the entrance to the camp.
Knock my burger.
The second guy points a gun at you as you kind of come up. What do you do?
At me?
Yeah.
I go,
He's very cautiously pointing a gun at you, like he doesn't want you to do something.
look, dude, we can have a conversation or you can point a gun at me. Which is it going to be?
How many more are there?
Not telling you that.
Now, I said we could do this the easy way or we could do this the hard way. I'll be truthful with you if you be truthful with me. And I'll let your boy go.
Let him go first.
What do you want to roll? Persuasion or intimidation?
Let me do... It doesn't really matter. It's 6 of one, half dozen of the other for me.
Okay.
But I will roll a d20. I will do persuasion, 19.
Okay. Bunny boy, you feel the gun pull away from your head, kind of slide down, and just kind of pat you on the shoulder a little bit, like, all right, I'm gonna let you go now. And then now it's more just a loving embrace, but he lets you go. He gives you a little shove at the end.
I just love how this whole scenario is playing out with the backdrop music of the Cops theme song, because I didn't turn that shit off.
Round chicken back.
That's actually true.
Okay. All right.
I'd be ashamed for what you did
Eve
to
and
the burger.
Catassie, do y'all come back towards the camp, or what do you do?
I accomplished what I wanted to, so yeah, we can be done long peeing now.
I
Okay.
guess.
All right. You all come walking back with Travis as well. Titus, you would like to say something.
I want to mention something before Titus does that, though.
Yeah.
To
Okay.
Titus.
Yeah.
As a gesture of good faith, tell them we'll allow them to get their children into cover, because I don't want to be killing any children if this goes south.
That's fair.
That is quite
We
the
don't want
olive
any-
branch.
We don't want any trouble any more than you do. You give us those 3 scouts, we don't have any trouble. If you want trouble and don't want to give me those scouts, you should get your kids into cover.
Who wants the scouts back? Who sent
What's
you
that?
down here? Who wants the scouts back? Who sent you down here?
That doesn't matter. I was sent down here to retrieve the scouts. Therefore, I retrieved the scouts. That's my job.
Yeah, but who sent you is the more important part.
Why is that important?
Who sent you?
You got to give me a reason to give up my fixer.
Nah, I don't.
No, you do.
I have
Or I'm
all the
not gonna do
bargaining chips right now.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
I'm not really sure that's true.
At that moment, the side of the smaller RV opens up and a Rav walks out and waves at you.
You got a Rav. I got a Rav. Everybody has a bad day.
It could be a very bad day.
It
Or
could be a very bad day for everybody.
it could be. Who from New Haven sent you?
Not going to tell you that until you tell me what you want to know.
I have my reasons. If everybody stands down and your Rob comes down from there, and we all sit around and we'll break bread. And I'll tell you why my mother can go to hell. And that is where we will stop.
Done. Love it. Dun dun dun.
Nice.
That is
All
where
right,
we will
well-
stop. It is right at 10 o'clock. Everybody that is in chat tonight, thank you so much for joining us on our first adventure. I hope you had fun. I hope that you got some laughs out of it with us. I appreciate everybody sticking with us through a rocky start, but that's okay. It's okay. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. This is our first time. It's our first time. For Alex, for Pete, for Joe, for Cassie, for Wild, thank you all for playing with us tonight. Everybody in the chat, thank you so much. Don't forget, this episode will be up on YouTube next week, next Monday. It'll be in podcast form on Tuesday, and we'll be back here on Wednesday, 7 p.m. next week. Drop us a follow on all of our socials and everything like that. Everything that you do helps us get out there for more fringers to actually find this place and hopefully have a good time with us. So, yeah. So for everybody here, all of our love. Thank you for coming out tonight, and we will see you again next week. Mwah. Good night, everybody.